Weather for this half hour.
Thank you, Jennifer. Well, it's Bike Week across HRM, so what better time to dust off those wheels and hit the road? But before you head out, there are a few rules you should know. Our friends at CAA are big advocates of sharing the road, and joining us this morning to share some safety tips is Julia Kent from CAA Atlantic, and we're so happy to have you here. Of course, we were saying the weather, obviously not the best today across the Maritimes, but with that being said, sharing the road and including cyclists is very important. So what are some tips that you could share with us in terms of, really knowing our surroundings properly?
So on days like today, where it is torrentially raining, it's even more important. Safety, especially with cyclists, is even more important. But what we kind of want to get the message out about is that it's not just cyclists' responsibility, it's drivers' responsibility, it's pedestrians' responsibility, it's, public transit users' responsibility to just be aware of your surroundings. And we talk a lot about see and be seen.
Yes.
So as a driver, make sure that you're signaling well in advance so that cyclists can see those signaling. Make sure that you're, checking blind spots regularly, checking before you open your car doors.
Oh my goodness, that's a big one.
Huge.
Something that we tend to forget.
Yeah, so you've got to check your mirrors way more than you think is probably necessary, but just take that extra precaution. Another really good idea is to always make eye contact with pedestrians and cyclists, and that tends to really limit the amount of collisions or accidents that happen when you make that eye contact and communicate really clearly, even just visually. But for cyclists, it's things like have a bell on your bike, wear reflective and light colored or brightly colored clothing, use your hand signals appropriately, and for drivers you have to know what those hand signals mean.
Yes, because I do see those sometimes, and I obviously I've been driving for a while. I do know, but when I have younger drivers in the car with me, they're a little worried.
Yeah, so it's simple, right? So it's typically cyclists signal with their left arm, because the majority of us are right-handed. But it's a left, a right, and a stop is normally down lower, and sometimes if they're slowing down, you'll see some movement, and then occasionally people will use their right arm to signal right. But it's simple, and so everyone knowing that just makes it safer, right?
Oh my goodness, most definitely. And what's the distance in terms of a bike and a vehicle?
1 meter minimum.
Okay, because when I'm driving, I'm always I'm nervous.
Right, and I think, if you're like me, I can overdo that meter, right? And I'll slow right down until I can allow maybe 2-3 meters, because I'm just extra cautious. But yeah, that 1 meter, and just protecting them and realizing that they have the same rights and responsibilities as we do on the road, as drivers, as motorists.
So can you tell me a little bit about the CAA Bike Assist?
Oh, so the CAA Bike Assist has been around for, I think it's just over a year in Halifax.
Amazing.
But we have awesome news. As of June 1st, it's now available in St. John, Moncton, and Fredericton. Basically what this is it's roadside assistance for your bike. So we won't,
wow. Okay,
I know.
That's great.
Yeah, so we won't fix your bike like we would fix your car or change a tire, but we will pick you up and take you where you need to go.
Oh, wow.
As a regular part of your membership. There's no added fee. It counts as one of your service calls for the year under your membership. So this is a huge perk for cyclists because they have that peace of mind.
Oh my goodness, definitely. I never would have thought of that. What a great idea.
Really
I think people will just feel safer on the roads.
Exactly. They just have that backup, right?
If there is one piece of information before we say goodbye that you should keep in mind, what would you recommend? What would you say?
I just really want to emphasize the message that it's everybody's responsibility to keep cyclists safe, and there are 200,000 Canadians that bike to and from work.
Wow, that's a lot.
But half of all Canadians say they would bike more if they felt safer. So it's everybody's job. It's not just the cyclist's job. It's all motorists, pedestrians, everybody's job to be educated and to communicate and see and be seen.
Thank you so much for helping us today. Those are some great pieces of information to keep in mind, especially going forward with the warmer weather.
100%.
Hopefully when they arrive.
Eventually we'll get it.
All right, well, there is more CTV Morning Live. We're going to be checking in now with Cyril and Jennifer, who is standing by with a great contest.
Thanks, Anna. Well.